Yeah. He's just...
Oh, I thought we were just playing the pointing at each other game. Welcome back to No Good Rolls, Only Good Role Players. I am your DM, Kurt Hebron, and we're going to play some D&D today. You'll look around the table, you'll see a few familiar faces. Reminder and familiar, those are hard words. And you'll see one very new face at the table. We're going to go around. I'll get everybody just to tell our audience who you are and who it is you're bringing into our world today. We'll start here with Roberta.
Hi, I'm Roberta. I will be playing Annika Silverbow, Paladin of Helm, and member of the Order of the Gilded Eye. And I'm not going to stutter that much anymore.
I'm Janice Lamb. I'm playing Ginny. She's a old lady halfling blood hunter. Very prim and proper.
Could you show us Ginny's buckler real quick?
Also serves as a dice tray.
I am Jasper Jinks, played by Christian Schobert. I am a bard rogue troublemaker.
Oh, yeah. Andrew?
Hi, I'm Andrew Diamond. I'll be playing Samber the Dry. Can't imagine why he's called that. But, yeah. See how this goes.
Alfred?
Hi, I'm Ulfer. I play Tova Ursa. I'm a scribe wizard. I had to double check. Or else I was going to stumble all over my words. And, yeah, cool.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm playing a Genku rogue.
The big thing about Genkus is they don't have any language of their own, so you'll hear Kevin talk in other people's voices and other people's words quite a bit. So yeah, where we left off, we had just kind of returned to Nightstone. You had rescued the people who had fled the city after the rocks had started falling from the sky. You rescued them from some goblins. You just returned. It's quite late at night, and they'd invited you to stay at the inn. You were able to do a long rest. That's where you've leveled up. When you wake up, you see that your dwarven barbarian has turned into a rogue or a human monk. And no one asks any questions because sometimes reality shifts. So yeah, you wake up, and it is a brand new day. Tova and Ren, it's just a few hours before the sun starts, or maybe half an hour or so before the sun starts coming up, and you hear a light tap at your door. It is not room service. You are pretty sure the inn does not have the staff for room service.
Ooh.
Ren, can you get that for me? As I like roll over and toss the covers back over my head.
Do I look like your servant in your voice? But I'll go get the door.
At the door is a very familiar face of Killa. You remember she was the monk you had found here at the inn. She had killed a goblin, and she had talked to you two in particular in Thieves' Cant earlier. And she sees you, Ren, at the door, and she kind of looks back and forth, and she says, "Are you ready? It's happening soon."
Sure. I'm ready. And then I pull the covers off of Tova. We gotta go.
She said, "Excellent. Meet me at the entrance drawbridge as the sun comes up. We begin." And she quickly makes her way down the hall, moving, natural 20, without making any sounds at all, even on the creaky floorboards.
That have giant hole in the middle.
They've had some additional creaks added to them since then. So she's left you two with that little bit of information.
Fine, I'm getting up. I get up and I rewrap all the bandages on my shins and get ready for the day.
Okay. So the sun is just starting to peek up over the horizon, and everybody is roused by the sunlight to get up. You guys, does anybody have any specific routine they do in the morning? Like, do you need to prepare spells or anything, or
There's a little bit of prayer that has to happen.
groom yourself?
I'll go downstairs and start chop some sausage for
Get him
a
in the
meal
corner.
and
Samber's sitting at the bar. He's been there. Looks like it's all night. Hasn't. Just quietly staring off into nothing.
And that nothing is disturbed by
Yeah, the end of Jasper's self-cleaning routine. Horrifying.
I swear
What?
it's not my cooking.
what? Sorry.
Would never accuse you of that.
So, it's probably better than like a rooster crowing in the morning, or worse. So you guys meet down in the main area, the common area of the tavern. The owner is a dwarven fellow, and he's come down and found you in the kitchen. He's like,
Yeah.
Thank you for saving me, but you didn't have to cook for me as well. Go out in the kitchen, go out in the common room, and I'll prepare breakfast.
Are you sure? I've got it started. It looks going to be delicious.
That's what I'm paid for.
And she'll kind of get a read. If she feels like this is like a thing where he kind of needs this, she'll step back.
This is his job. He has a very high level of honor in his level of service.
Got you. So she will step back.
So it only takes a few minutes. Ginny had most of the heavy lifting and preparation for the morning meal done. And it takes a few more moments, and out comes some sizzling sausages and some eggs and a fairly decent loaf of bread and whatnot for the table of you. He obviously is not charging his rescuers for breakfast or stay. So, what are you guys doing now?
Has anyone been over to the keep?
Well, no one had been to the keep yet. At the end of the last session, the innkeeper, Morik, had told you that the reason they'd fled was because one of the rocks had landed on the bridge between the town proper and the keep. So there's about a 10-foot span where there's just open air.
We're all, and I'm asking him, were all of the guards and many of the staff for the city, were they over in the keep like they normally would be when this happened?
Most of the guards were in the keep. There was 2 guards that were in town when we fled. They fled with us, but they were dispatched by the ogres in the cavern.
Would you mind if we went and maybe had a look to see if we could get into the keep and see if anyone's alive there for you guys?
By all means, I'm certain there has to be. There was quite a few guards there, but with the bridge out, I don't know if they can even get out of the keep at the moment.
And the town leader would be there. Who would that be?
Well, Lady Nanders.
Lady Nanders? Okay.
She's her family has been in charge of the town. They started this as a hunting lodge, and it just kind of grew. I mean, they've had their differences with the elves of the area, but things have been fairly peaceful for the most part.
And has she been in charge long?
Well, it was kind of her push that brought the town back. The elves had pushed people out, and her family decided to retake it on her initiative. As you guys are discussing this, you hear a commotion starting. You hear the loudest. It's like somebody banging a door closed, but the door is 10 times bigger than it should be. Just smash coming from outside.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
I'm going to investigate.
And I run outside as well.
You guys run outside of the Nightstone Inn, and looking back towards the entrance where you came in. The drawbridge that you guys saw them bring the drawbridge back up. It is fallen down. It came down so hard. Part of it is broken, and the boards are all jostled loose from the rivets. And there is a group of 7 people coming in on horseback.
What do they look like?
Well, I'm just checking your passive perceptions real hastily. You are all actually able to see Kella is up in the tower. On either side of the drawbridge, there's a tower, and you see her up at the top of one of the 2 towers. So
She's in.
Yeah.
In here. Okay.
you would ask what they look like. They definitely want you to roll an investigation before I say much.
They. Ooh, that's.
19.
Oh yeah, easily. You can tell that these are some kind of brigand.
Ah.
They're very. The way they're dressed is very bandagey. It just smacks of like desperation and thievery.
And all 6 of us are we're in the breakfast room? Or
Well,
did these 2
you've
go
all
apart?
kind of run out. I assume you're all a
Into the
little
corner.
curious of what's falling apart outside. Please don't be more stones from the sky.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, stone.
Breakfast with a slight chance of crushing to death.
They don't look like law-abiding folk, do they?
Mm-mm.
No.
So the lead gentleman looks up at the tower and he waves at Kella, and she waves back at him. It's obvious to you that they are somehow in cahoots.
Say we walk over and bid him hello. Why not?
I think so. I'm going to go step out in front of the lead horse and tell them to stop. And then I'm going to look up at Kella and be like, "Get down here. You have explaining to do."
Roll an intimidation.
I
Peladinsky.
love it when paladins do this.
Crit 1. Come on, crit 1.
Not as
Darn.
good as it could be. Intimidation, hey? An 8. I'm not that intimidating. I just woke up.
Well, the bedhead must have helped you in some manner because you are able to intimidate him. He brings his horse to a stop.
Nice.
The other bandits behind him also stop, and he says, "I am Zolkin, and I am taking command of this town."
I don't understand under whose authority you think that's going to happen. The
Under
leader
my
of this
authority.
town, well,
They abandon it and its people to the goblins, and we're here to take it.
I think you can stand down, sir.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt, and you may leave instead of being subjugated.
I openly laugh at him.
While she's doing this, I scurry up the side of the building, and I'm hiding behind one of the kind of windows here. The what do you call those things? That are built on roofs.
Just a window peek.
Sure, a window peak. I know there's a word for it.
If any of our construction viewers want to educate us, go right
Dormer.
ahead.
There we go. Dormer. The wise old lady told me I'm hiding behind one of the dormers.
So Samber finishes, wiping the last little bit of ale out of the glass, and hooks his tankard onto his belt, ties it there, and he kind of stumbles over a little bit. He didn't really have anything for breakfast, so he's got it's very clean. He's a little bit unstable as he wanders over, and he manages to just peek up right against the horse and. I don't think that's exactly law-abiding. There's a sheriff, and he's just going to kind of nudge the horse really hard in the butt, and he'd really like to knock this guy off, or at least make him...
Are you trying to roll him? Would you like to do that with an animal handling or an athletics?
I'll I would like an animal handling. I know where to poke a horse to make it move.
Mind of the
Samber's
gut.
done this before. 13.
13. I'm going to roll his animal handling skill.
Oppose seems fair, yeah.
Opposing that to see if he can stay on it. So you give it a good nudge, and the horse is definitely not loving that. But he's able to keep the creature calm enough to keep him from bucking it. It does whinny quite a bit and kind of leans back like it's about to, but he's able to pull on the reins and steady the horse again. And he says, "Sheriff, you're looking for the sheriff?" And he goes to kick you in the head as he says, "It's me now, and I'll get initiatives from you."
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
All
yes,
right.
Oh.
Come on, Tony.
So, Ren,
Time out for you.
12.
Tova,
16.
Samber.
17.
Am I saying it right? Samber?
Samber, you bet.
Jasper,
13.
Ginny,
6.
Annika.
4.
So did you already put a dice in timeout jail?
Yes. That is the 5th 5 in a row. No.
That's ridiculous.
Could be worse. You could be rolling 2s in a row.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
His animal handling's astronomical if you rolled a 2.
Well, no, because I just rolled 2s for both of their initiatives.
Oh.
So you might go close to last, but you're not going last.
Last.
So he is going to take a bit of a surprise attack to try and hit you, though.
You bet.
And that's going to be the kickoff to combat.
Go for it. He's looking for a 16.
Well, I rolled a 17 plus whatever his attack is, so he's going to do... Just find my...
Samber shows up and falls down.
Right, and that's me.
That's awesome.
Save your waitress.
What a polite boy.
Yes.
He will do 4 points of damage, a d4 plus his strength bonus.
You betcha.
And he gives you a good solid kick. And that's kind of proves that's the sign for his comrades to also kick into gear. But we're going to start at the top of the order. Samber, or Somber, you're starting and Tova is on deck.
All right, so he's going to kick me, and I'm going to go ahead and grab that that foot that's right in my face and give it a shove, and I'm going to just go ahead and do the shove action, try and unseat him off that horse. I don't expect this to go well. But then again, he's, that's, 17?
That hits.
Sorry, yeah, 17. All right, great. So off the horse he goes.
You give him that 10-foot push movement adjustment.
No, I'm actually going to follow that up with a quick boot to his head. As we stumble over the horse together, I go right over it with him, landing in a pile. 16 hit.
Yes, it does.
All right.
So, Ginny, his fighting style is
6
unorthodox.
So go over, land on his head, and roll off.
Just give me a quick acrobatics.
Acrobatics, you betcha. That is a 9. It's not done with grace.
No. It's good enough that you can...
Sorry, 11.
You're landing
But-
on top of him instead of the other way around.
Yeah,
Not quite good
absolutely.
enough to be back on your feet.
Yep,
But I got a feeling low might be your fighting style.
works for me.
Any other actions?
That's what I got.
Okay. So that was Samber. Tova, it's your turn with Jasper on deck.
I'm presuming we got there a bit early than everybody else.
Well, you kind of knew something was definitely afoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not caught off guard in the same manner. You never really said you wanted to go out and meet her, though. So I don't know
Oh,
if
I thought
rushed
that was.
that.
Sorry, I thought that was naturally implied. But
Oh, I'm
since
sorry.
we got up and left early,
But, okay, so
Yeah.
sorry.
you've
I
been
thought that was
outside
natural.
already. Then I'll say that was my fault for not catching that. So you've been outside for a few minutes. You can position yourself. Maybe we should draw some of this.
Yeah.
I was actually hoping that we'd meet up with her before she got the gate, but it just advanced that much quicker, and we were like, oh.
It's like you wound up in the wrong tower.
I assumed you guys were going to be honorable and be like, just, nah, we don't want anything to do with her. I'll keep that in mind for next time.
I thought we would be a little devious and ask her, like, what's going on first. And
So
same area as before?
yeah, draw a bit of a field on one side of the road, the base of 2 large towers, and a
Like
building
in
on the
front
other
of
side.
this?
Just like that section, yeah.
Right by the gates, yeah.
So it's okay. It's not gonna be precise, but that's okay.
Of course not.
I do not expect precision. I am happy that
that's
I
a
have
Sharpie.
people volunteering. We
Just
make that
kidding.
joke every
Just
time.
kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Other.
Sorry.
Get a big jig.
That was just as funny as the last time.
Oh my goodness. So mad at you. Okay, so then we're going to have a field
There's like
here.
a field there. Got a building on this side.
And then, yeah. So then there's a building. It's going to look like... Building. Oh, this is the church, in fact.
Yes. Yes, because over where Tova Ursu is in the top corner over there is where we came out of.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I am still.
So,
Just the corner of that building.
The
We place something at the bottom of the tower so we can be like, hey, what's going on?
Tech Goblin, do you need anything?
one for
this entrance might be too big. I apologize. I can
Okay.
narrow it.
I'm not ever going to make you apologize for helping me.
In
So, this is...
In the end?
on the end.
This character will go into one of the towers. That is Kella. Kella is our purple meeple eater. The black one is Zolkin, that you could probably put on the ground somewhere with our brown monk.
Dark blue.
I
And-
felt them probably over there.
Here,
Oh, there's a bunch
there's a
of
bunch of them.
Because I thought the
Are
horse
the
was
bandits.
here and then you like toppled.
You betcha.
brigands.
As you like.
Brigands. Ugh.
They're
They're numbered. Excellent.
And I'm going like right in front of the
one
pile
is-
of monk and brigand.
I'll probably be right here. I'm a
Let
little
me tell you,
short.
that one is really athletic. Just handstands the whole way.
Oh yeah, he's doing well.
He's on his horse, just like upside
He was
down.
drinking.
Used to be part of the circus, let me tell you.
He was drinking.
It's a
with
sad
Sandra
story.
earlier in the evening.
Yeah.
And they're all mounted, right?
They are all mounted.
I kind of feel like it would have been like this, because then I feel like he would have been here and then toppled.
You betcha.
Looks very good. So, we were on Toba.
I showed up to her and asked her what in the world is going on. We didn't exactly sign up for a mutiny of this town.
Kella yells down, "There's no mutiny. We are simply taking it for our own. The people can stay, but this will become an outpost for our organization."
Now there's an organization.
I can't stand for that, so I'm going to use Tasha's whip on her.
What's the range?
90 feet.
Yeah, that'll easily make it from where you are up to the top of that tower. Because she's looking out of a window, she does have a little bit of cover because of that.
And she needs an intelligence saving throw.
Well, how smart is this poor old girl?
20.
Not that smart.
Dirty 20?
Is
No,
it a
it's a nat
nat
20.
Is it a contested roll?
Oh, no,
It's a
I thought hit for hit, but I guess I don't. Maybe I don't have to hit.
It's just a save.
Oh no, you
Damn.
wasted that 20.
I wasted that 20.
She gets
But he casts with panache.
13. So what is the DC?
DC, I believe, is 12. Yes, 12.
So she's just going to take the half damage.
Yeah. She doesn't get any of the negative effects.
Might give
other
it a
than
little
being
bit.
hit in the head with a whip.
6, 7, 8.
8 damage.
8 damage, so half would be 4.
I forgot to even give her an initiative. Surprise! She also gets a 2.
Oh my goodness.
No way.
I might put my dice with yours until.
In time.
I like his dice.
So yeah,
I do too.
the whip hits her, and you hear her kind of screech a little bit in agony, but she's definitely still up there and unhappy. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn, Tova? Any other actions or movement?
Well, I'm just gonna back up just a little bit.
Back it up, back it in.
I'm a little squishy.
So Jasper, it's your turn, and Ren, you're on deck.
So I see him cast up at the tower, and I recognize that as Kella, the one who was yelling at me, for trying to break into her chest. So I'm gonna take a shot at her with my crossbow.
Okay.
Chest was the one you want quotation marks
Yes,
on?
yes.
Not her. Okay.
So like I said, she does have a little bit extra cover for being up there and in a window.
10.
And Zoltan's on the ground,
Sorry,
man.
man. The crossbow bolt slams into the side of the tower, and it will remain there indefinitely.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay. Crossbow bolts are cheap.
I will use my feline agility to move 60 feet onto the church, like down the side, so 20 feet, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's, yeah, and then back up the church on the other side, so it'll be 60 feet of movement.
Up there.
Somewhere on that side of the church, yeah, I'm just on the roof of the church now, instead of the roof of the inn.
12.
Maybe move him back too for the up and down. There you go.
That works. Did you have any other bonus actions you were going to do?
Yeah, I just yell at Tova. Well done, Tova. I saw what you did.
Okay. Are we going to give him inspiration?
I shall give him inspiration. And there's your D6.
You want to show everybody your inspiration cones?
Yep. Yep. So here's my inspiration cone. You're terrific.
That way it's harder for people to forget that they've got inspiration and that they're terrific. That was Jasper
Never
on a
forget
13. Ren, you're going on a 12. And on deck is Ginny.
Okie dokie. I am going to do several bong, bong, bong.
Just trying to summon the goblins.
Erkin's not even here anymore.
And
That's so good.
use my short bow to attack number 5. I know it's really close, but it'll probably be disadvantage, right?
You're not within 5 feet.
No,
As
you're
long as
good.
you're not within 5. How many did I give you there, sir?
And nat 20.
Yes, 7.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's how you use it in 20.
So yeah, whatever your max is, and then roll and add another set to it.
I guess that's what I should
15.
Holy. So how do you get 15 with 2d6? So
6.
so 9.
9.
Sneak attack.
Oh yeah. Yeah, do you have sneak attack?
He does.
Oh,
You don't get sneak attack won't proc
doesn't
crit like that, but you do get to add your sneak attack to that as well.
If someone's flanked or
has
if one of your partners
That's
is
another 2d6 on top of that.
I don't think he has any way to do sneak attack.
No.
Yes, actually.
No.
Well, 15 is still
That's still
a monster pile of damage.
Doesn't.
That number 5, the crossbow bolt slams into his chest, and you hear him grunt out in agony as all the wind exhales out of him, and it doesn't come back in. He slides off the back of the horse and slams into the ground, and there's no air left in him to expel. He stops moving. He's abandoned.
Wow.
You guys don't need to have this much emotional investment.
I'm just like, well done.
I'm just impressed with the Keku.
Samber
Wait.
might give Zoltan a little pat on the cheek, and it's not looking good for you, Sheriff.
One shot, one kill, buddy.
Did you have any other movement or action, bonus action?
I think I'm gonna move around to the other side. So I'm just gonna do an arc around.
You don't even need to do an arc. You can go right past us.
Yeah, you can go through us, yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's prone.
He's prone, and the horse isn't
Yeah.
going to attack you.
15. Where are we
Probably.
going? 20?
Right about there.
25? Sure.
Yeah.
So you can move through your allies' squares as long as you don't end your turn in them.
Okay.
You can't move through hostile squares. So yeah, you move around. The horse whinnies a bit as you go by, but it doesn't try to attack. These are obviously not war horses by any means. The horse that gentleman was on, it flees. The sound of it falling off of him spooks it, and it turns and it bolts out the gate.
Are his feet still in the stirrups?
No.
Oh, darn.
It's
We're
not
not
that
We're not
gruesome.
Monty Python this. So that was Ren. Ginny, it's your turn, and Annika, you're on deck.
So, just clap my tongue. I didn't have time to finish my morning brew. And I quaff a potion, a mutagen of celerity, and I get 3 bonus to my dexterity, but I have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. And seeing this guy seems to be well handled, well, let's see, can I get to anything else? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I'm going to...
Feel free to handle him further.
Oh, are you okay
He's on the ground.
if I get in on that?
Absolutely.
Get some
Sounds good.
advantage.
Sounds good. I will do that. So I will. Oh yeah, he's prone.
Mhm.
Totally doing that. Is that advantage if he's prone?
Yes, that's advantage for being prone.
Prone
Gotcha.
with the
Okay, just
samber
wanted to
on
make
top
sure,
of him.
'cause
Prone with
flanking
Samber.
is
Yep.
not.
Yes.
Flanking isn't a thing, but prone is.
Okay.
He would also have disadvantage on his attack rolls, and you have advantage.
Yep.
Okay. So then that is a 22 because I actually have
Yes.
another extra one.
Oh yes, you do know
22
with
to
your...
hit, and so that's a D8 plus 6, so 8 damage.
Damage.
Nicely done.
What are you using for a weapon right now?
I have grabbed out of the kitchen a wok for a shield and a skewer that I'm using as a rapier. And I stab him with the skewer.
This is
Pull out.
not the first time that your weapon has seen raw meat. You stab the bandit leader, and you hear, "Ow!"
It goes in soft.
Did you have any other bonus action or movement?
No, the potion was my bonus
Oh, that's
action,
right.
and my movement is done.
So Annika, it is your turn.
And he's still up. Like, he's still alive.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's make that not happen.
I am going to
Yeah.
hit him with a thunderous smite with my longsword.
Oh boy.
I'm like,
Please don't
might
miss.
hurt your ears a little.
As he sees you bring your weapon to bear, because he
You're
is
still
still on the ground, he pulls a weapon out and he's going to attempt to parry you to add 2 to his armor rolls.
Okay. And that would be a 19 to hit.
Was that with advantage?
No,
Because he's still prone.
that would be 15. So 19 is the higher one.
19 is still good enough to beat his parry.
Okay, and so that will do 5 points of the regular slashing damage. And then 3 points of thunder damage.
What's in total?
So that would be, what did I say, 5 plus 3, 8 points total. He has to do a strength saving throw. You might get pushed a little.
I'm already reeling back from having a thunderclap go
Yeah,
off in my
exactly.
face.
Because he's prone, I'm giving him disadvantage on that.
And he has a somber on top of him.
So he rolled a 1.
Oh, no, wait, that sucks! So him and I'm assuming, I don't know if you want to include Samber in this, they get pushed back 10 feet by the thunderous clap of
I'll ride his
monster
Altar.
hitting
That's
him.
fine.
So push. What direction do you push him in?
I'm going to push him back towards his men, towards the doorway.
Well, that's,
So you push. The thunderous clap pushes Zolkin through the dirt, and it's going to do an additional D4 of damage
some sharp rocks.
because he's being cheese grated into the dirt by the weight of another human being riding him like a bobsled.
Nice.
I'm picturing more surf.
Well, there is nothing graceful going
And then
on
I'm
here,
going to
I
look at the
promise.
rest of them and I'm like, if you drop your weapons now and stop this foolishness, then we can have an adult conversation. No, that's fine.
Well, no, then nothing's going to happen until their turn.
Yeah.
But guess what?
It's their turn.
It's their turn. So I'm going to say 2 of them. Let's say number 3 and number 6 are going to run.
Oh.
Not even the guys at the back.
Oh, well, with him being prone,
Opportunity?
does he get an attack of opportunity on 6?
No, I got nothing special.
So they're just off the map.
Because they're on horses right now as well, so it's
Okay.
harder to attack.
Oh, if you're laying down.
I'm also not
you're
about to
on
hit a horse in the
horses.
ankle.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We're not Monty Pythoning this.
The other ones are choosing to stay and fight. I'm going to start with Zolkin. Rather than trying to get up, he's not getting up. He's on the ground with you still.
Okay.
He pulls off from a belt a big horn. It's nothing special looking about it. He blows into it. It makes this very loud signal sound.
Okay.
And he's going to try to push you off of it.
You bet. I'm already not hearing much of the sound. There was light thunder going off. I'm a little... ears are ringing.
He has an
You're tooting, are you?
8.
An 8? Oh.
I don't think that's good enough.
It is absolutely good enough. I got a 0.
Ooh.
So he pushes you off of him, and he's going to use half of his movement to get up.
So he'll push there.
Yep. He's not going to move away.
Yeah.
Just it's undignified for the leader to be in the dirt with a drunkard on him.
That's why it was awesome.
So Kella has been the target of a few ranged attacks, and she would really like to return that favor.
Ah, no.
Annika,
Mm-hmm.
guess who's made themselves a target?
Oh,
with
yeah,
a big
of course I have.
booming shoot me.
And the golf swing.
She's getting advantage because of her height.
Mhm.
And she rolls an 18 plus, that is
That'll hit.
22.
Yeah. I'm at the hit.
The bow itself does 5 points, and then the sneak attack with it does another 5.
So 10 total.
10 total.
Okay.
She is going to disappear back inside, so she can't be the target of any further attacks. Just throw me the purple one for now.
How did
Yeah,
she get
she-
sneak attack on that? Oh, she advantage.
She has advantage
that's
because of her height.
Yes.
Because no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Gotta play another rogue.
The bandits will now go. Number 1
Right there.
is going to move forward and take a stab at the Genku. What is your AC there, sir?
30.
He misses. The next one, number... Which one was this one? 1?
Yep.
2. Move him forward. He's going to climb over the body of his buddy and take a stab at the prone monk.
Drunk.
Oh, 6 was his... Oh, that's a 9. 9's his high roll. Maybe he hit. Please hit, don't suck.
It's a 16.
Yeah, he misses.
Oh.
You're able to wiggle through the dirt and he just
Oh, no,
misses you.
I've just been pushed and I'm rolling and...
Number 4 is
Sprawl
going
out.
to push forward. He's actually going to charge forward with his horse onto the other side of the monk. And he's going to attempt to have his horse stomp on you.
That makes sense.
Little spicy horse
So
kisses.
trying to go this way?
Not on top of me,
It'd
but
probably be that square
Where you
yeah,
were.
right before.
like right before.
The hoof of the horse comes down and clips you in the shoulder, dealing 8 points of bludgeoning damage. A hoof carries a lot of weight behind it.
Absolutely.
Number 7, the last remaining one, is going to take a shot at Ginny with a crossbow from the vantage point on top of his horse
Got my walk at the ready.
with a natural 20.
Now the dice change.
It swings right past your walk and slams into your shoulder, dealing 9 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
It's not so fun being on the other end of a skewer, is it?
Oh, the offense.
That wasn't very nice.
So we're back at the top of the order again. Samber, it's your turn, and Tova's on deck.
You betcha. Well, Samber's going to go ahead and stand himself up in a fairly undignified manner, stumbles up before plowing forward into Zoltar, or whatever his name is.
Zoltan.
Zolkan.
Zolkin.
And he's gonna pull a knife out of his belt and just jam it into him, or attempt it. I'm guessing a 14 doesn't hit. Sorry, not 14. Yes, 14.
14 just misses.
14 just misses. You bet.
If you weren't seeing double.
That's totally makes sense. We're also going to go ahead and try a couple of punches. Does a 16.
16 connects.
All right. So that's in 6 damage. As you know, he plows into him and knife skitters along, but his other hand is up and like poking where the skewer went in, and he's getting in there a little bit. Totally by accident. He's trying to get himself up, and then he's going to push himself off and reel backwards. As I flurried, I now can disengage with 10 feet of extra movement. So I'm going to go 20 feet away. Let's go this way. There we go.
There.
So since you did the disengage, you're not going to get the attacks of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any other... I guess that's all your actions.
That is everything I got. Bonus action to flurry.
Okay. So, Tova, it's your turn with Jasper on deck.
Well, I reach into my component pouch and I pull out a handful of sand cricket parts and petals, and I give it a toss as I charge it with my left hand with a purple hue running down my arm, and I'm casting sleep right here, so it'll affect all of them, hopefully.
We'll see how many it does. Roll me some d8s there and give me the number.
12.
19.
Is it 19? No. 19.
Well, which is the closest one? Probably number 4.
4 that was on the horse.
And number 4 is on the horse. You see number 4 slump forward on the horse. And the horse just kind of whinnies a little bit as he flops down, and he's zetting hard. He is unconscious. There wasn't quite enough to do a second one, but that one is out like a light. He won't be able to command his horse at all.
That thing's got to be getting uncomfortable at this point. All that dead weight on its back. Noise.
Did you have any movements or bonus actions you wanted to do?
Well, currently I'm safe, so I am good right where I am, leaning up against this church.
Are you like doing the cool pose and everything?
Jasper, it's
Well,
your
just
turn, and
lazy.
Ren, you're on.
Love it.
I am gonna shoot a crossbow bolt all the way across everyone at number 1 here, just to try and help out my Kenku buddy. Now, will I have advantage on that or no? No.
Because
but I-
there's abilities that do give advantage, I'm not doing the flanking.
No.
He is on top of the church,
Yeah,
and you said
yeah.
height was giving.
Yeah, yes. Because of the height advantage, you can rain some
20
destruction.
to hit.
Ooh.
Miss.
Oh.
You missed the dirt and hit him.
4, 5, 6, 7, plus my sneak attack. So I do have a level in rogue.
Yeah, because you got the advantage, you can take that.
6, so 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
And which one are you shooting?
Number 1.
Number 1. The bolt hits him and he spins around like a corkscrew as he falls down onto the ground. Actually, just throw me
Off his horse?
number 1
And number 5?
Number 5. The horses run away.
Okay.
Yeah, those ones that
May come back.
fell asleep, just hang on to them, actually, maybe while I'm waiting. Did you have anything else you wanted to do?
No, I don't think I can or do. Nope.
So, Ren, it is your turn now. And then, Ginny, you are on deck.
I start making buzzing fly type noises at the horse just to annoy it a little bit as it's right by me, and try to reach up with my rapier to stab at the guy that's on the horse.
The guy that's asleep?
Yes.
Gonna wake him up.
But I'm making buzzy noises. Horses hate flies.
It's advantage then, because he's unconscious.
Yep.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Not 20.
Oh,
So-
that's what we want to see.
The deep sleep.
I would like you to explain to me what happens, because you're going to get your nat 20, and you're going to get your sneak attack on this attack.
Well, as the flies are all buzzing around I'm making noises of flies buzzing around the horse and irritating it. I reach and grab my rapier and in amongst all the fly noises and stab the guy in the belly.
You go more than just belly. You go right through, coming out between the vertebrae in his back, killing him. As you go to pull your weapon back out, just for a second you feel it catch between the bone, and then you pull it out. Not many bandits get to say they died in their sleep. We can consider this one of the lucky ones. Yeah, take them off.
Bird's downright
I'll
merciful.
leave the
Runaways.
runaways. Leave 3 and 6 for reasons.
They're not dead.
That's ominous. All right.
Or did you have any other movement?
I'll move forward to what numbers? Just 1 square away from number 7. So I'll be.
So Jenny, I feel bad because you keep following some very impressive moves, but it is your turn, and Annika's on deck.
Okay. I give them a look, like your mother makes when she's very disappointed at you.
I've never seen that look.
And I move towards Zolkin. And I try to strike him. Oh, and that's an unfortunate 11.
11 is not good enough.
No.
Your skewer slams into a piece of his armor and just kind of deflects off of him.
And then for bonus, what I'll do is I will stab myself on like a small knife or the tip of my rapier perhaps, and it starts to glow with lightning crackles.
The
So I should have
energy
done that
starts
first, but I forgot to.
popping off of your skewer.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Annika.
Alright, so I'm gonna march up beside Ginny, so I'm gonna occupy your space for just a second. And I'm gonna be like, so more like this.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully this works.
Oh,
There
more
it
like
is.
that.
Nat 20.
I didn't see it. You're gonna have to reroll it.
Well, you can just look over and look at it. I didn't move it yet. So I hit him with my long sword.
So you're gonna do max damage and then another roll.
Right.
I'm glad you didn't say you were doing it with your smite again.
I know. So that would be 10 plus 4, 14 points. And then I'm gonna. Is he still up?
He is clearly bloodied at this point. That pushed him well over the bloodied mark.
Oh.
I know you have reinforcements coming, I'm gonna say to him, but I'm gonna be like, you should probably stand down now. And you can make me roll intimidation if you like.
That's how you do it. Thank you. Call me
Yes.
that.
So like more like that and maybe a twist.
Well, they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
I generally find, the 4th and 5th rib maybe.
Well, for me, it's going to be through his stomach.
It is true, you're right.
And where do you wind up, Roberta?
And then I'm going to take a couple of steps back. I'm the blue one.
Oh.
Back out of Ginny's square.
As you leave, he's taking an attack of opportunity on you.
Absolutely.
9 plus that is 14.
Does not hit.
And I'll roll twice. It is his turn again. I'm going to start with him. He is going to take a couple swipes at Ginny.
Super little.
And then I am going to
And
use my
very-
reaction
Very disappointed.
on him. He's going to have. I'm going to use my reaction to do
Oh, yeah.
protection,
Protection.
and so he has disadvantage on this attack.
Oh, nice. Are you one too far back?
So the first attack, he takes disadvantage, and he ends up with a 12.
Does not hit.
Does that work on all of his attacks or a single attack?
Just a single one, yeah.
His second attack is a 13.
Does not hit.
And with his
Real
offhand,
small.
a dagger swings out towards you
Seems.
Yeah.
and gets
Christian
even
moved me
less.
one too many back. Move me right up back. Ginny. Yeah.
Okay.
He drops the dagger in the dirt and blows again on the horn a second time.
I think we should close the bridge again.
Be an idea.
If we can. Yeah. It was broken.
Come down awfully fast.
So that was Zolkin. From up in the tower, Kendra, or Kella, pokes her head out again with a crossbow. Stop poking my boyfriend. Oh, nat 20.
Oh!
I love it. High five, goblin! She hits you with the hand crossbow, dealing 8 points of damage, Berta.
Okay.
It's a hand cross.
And you hear her scream from the tower, "Leave him alone! I love him!"
Honestly, really?
And then she pokes her head back inside the tower, so she can't be taking attacks.
Are you even old enough to know what love is, dearie? My goodness.
Stupid reason to fight.
Bandit number 2 is going to try and stomp his horse on Ginny.
I'm so little. Good luck.
I love these dice
Uh-oh.
for reasons, because that was a hit of a 20.
Press halfling is the best.
11 points of damage.
Oh,
The horse
wow.
stomps on you, and you feel like it's dislocated your shoulder nearly. That was number 2. Number 7 is going to try and do the same thing. It charges up towards Ren, the black, and it's going to try and stomp on you as well.
Oh, okay.
Dodge, bird, dodge.
The horse gets 16
Yes.
and deals 8 points of damage. I don't know why I didn't have the horses attacking instead of the bandit the first round. Those horses are way tougher than you guys.
They are.
I'm not really into hurting the horses either.
That was me.
I don't have a choice.
So that was the
Challenge, though.
last person in the order. Top of the order is Samber, and then Tova's on deck.
All right. So Samber's reeled back, and then he starts reeling himself forward. So we're going in, and we're gonna go ahead and occupy that space for a moment. Do the same. We're going to throw a left with the knife at Zolkan. Definitely missing. We're gonna, follow that up with a quick kick to the to him with a 23.
That's a definite connect.
Those ones I can hit. That's max for 7 damage.
Nice.
So I think he stumbles forward. He kicks like right between the legs, and then stumbling back, he's gonna slap the horse that number 2 is riding. You said they were not war horses.
They are not.
So I'm going to slap it in the face. Does a 19 hit it?
Easily.
Absolutely.
You almost hit it twice.
Let's go ahead and 6 damage to its face, and it can sure run off because it's not happy and not trained for this.
No. He has to
I'm-
roll a very high animal handling to
You
keep his
betcha.
horse from...
Running away from the person that just smacked it in the face.
So, number 2, his horse turns and is going to bolt. This will... No, it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity on the bandit because he is not moving of his own free will.
Yep.
He's moving of Christian's free will.
So, yes, run up, kick Zamber, slice at Zamber, miss, slap the horse in the face, and then reel backwards because I'm all out of balance. And backwards I go. Not taking attack of opportunity.
You can throw me number 2, Christian.
That horse ain't coming back.
So, Samber, Tova, it is your turn, and Jasper's on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna move my full movement to 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Saddle up along that side of that building. And I'm going to
So sneaky.
toss a rotten sardine from my pack. And it's gonna cast Tasha's Caustic Brew. You see a sickly green light coming off my arm going into a straight line of 30 feet. They have to make a dex saving.
That's
throw.
going to hit both of them there.
Yes.
What is my target?
12.
Both of them fail.
Woo!
They are covered in a sickly green goo of acid. So they'll be taking 2d4 worth of damage at the start of their turns.
Okay.
Smells a little bit like Worcestershire
And they
sauce.
they can spend an action to scrape or wash the acid off.
Maybe a little fish sauce in there.
It is fish sauce.
That was 16. 13 is Jasper. 12 is Ren. You're on deck.
Okay.
Jasper. They are disgusting.
They
See
are.
where they are.
I avert my eyes and I stare at the tower because I know Kella's up there. So I send a nasty dissonant whisper at the tower knowing she's in there.
Do you need to be able to see your
I
target?
do not.
Ooh.
It says only one creature of your choice within range can hear. And
Okay.
it's a 60-foot range.
What's the save on that?
13 wisdom. Or take half damage.
Oh,
So I look at the tower.
She fails.
I look at the tower. And I yell, Kella!
Come
I
on.
know you're in there! And as she does that, she does not feel too good.
Perfect.
She
Cat can be
5,
creepy.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage,
Oh.
and on a failed save, she takes the damage and immediately uses its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed will allow away from me. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, like jumping out of the tower and dying. Darn it. So yeah.
Okay. So you're not sure because you couldn't see her to begin with.
No.
You don't really know what's happened up there in the tower.
Okay.
That was Jasper. Did you have any other movement or bonus action you'd like to do?
No.
So Ren, it is your turn.
I will, just as my minor movement, scurry down behind the peak of the front porch that's on the church.
Okay.
So I'm at least partially covered.
Ren and Ginny, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna take my bloodied rapier from my last victim and stab it into number 7 and go boom. And 15.
15 hits.
Just half hoping
You know,
for
if
the
Garth
death
is
turtle.
watching the stream, he's losing his mind right
For a whopping 5 points of damage.
That's number 7.
Number 7.
Well, that's all that's left. So that was your turn. Did you have any other movements or bonus action you wanted to do?
No, I will stay here. Yes.
Ginny.
I'm going to take a stab at him, skewering him. But I can't cut a break. 10.
Above the boots!
I've just been traveled, dearie, doing my best.
Did you want to do any other bonus action or movement?
If I move, I'm going to provoke an opportunity
I
attack.
know, but I would love that.
You can walk around him.
I
Just don't leave his
have
space.
a bonus action.
You can actually walk right through his space
I can
on the
walk
other
right
side.
through him,
Yeah.
Your back to the wall might be nice.
And
Sure. I'll walk right there.
what are you doing?
And my turn. I'm going to step up to him. And I'm going to be like, she might miss, but I will not. But I might that time. 14 to hit him? 13 to hit him.
That's a miss.
Yeah, that time I might. All right.
So, at the beginning of the enemy turn here, you guys
Hey, hold on a
can.
second here.
Oh, I'm sorry. At the beginning, we all just kind of wait for Annika because they're very polite bandits.
Exactly.
Oh,
Because they're
that's
supposed to
not-
wait their turn. Yeah.
What else are you doing?
So as a bonus action, oh shoot, is that a bonus?
What?
I am going. No, that's an action. Shoot, never mind. Then I'm not going to do that.
Well, while she looks that up,
She's
after
already-
almost 2 years, we are bringing back Winter Gax in 2022. Save the dates, February 4th, 5th, and 6th, as we are returning to the Moose Jaw Cultural Center with all of our amazing activities. Classics like Dungeons & Dragons, stocked board game lounge, and fully networked PC LAN area, as well as miniatures like War Machine will be returning. That's 2022, Winter Gax, February 4th, 5th, and 6th. Watch our socials and website for registration opening soon.
So you guys, it's the beginning of the enemy's turn, and we're just about to take a break here. You all have enough passive perception. You look up into the sky and you notice that there's a rain of arrows beginning to come down. And that is where we're going to just take a quick break and have a bit of a breather before we continue on in this.
As we leave the doomed idiots, it looks like hell is about to rain down on them. I do enjoy a skewered adventure with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. That was episode 5 of Moose Jaw Gamers and No Good Rolls, Just Good Role-Playing. It was previously recorded while streaming on Twitch. Check out their channel for live streams. Please like and subscribe here and on Twitch. You can see the continuation of their adventure in about a week's time.